Station 1 is going to be on properties of numbers. The first property that I want to go over is the associative property. The associative property allows us to change the grouping of numbers in multiplication and addition and still get the same answer. So what I like to reference the associative property with is parentheses. When you see parentheses moving from one grouping to a different grouping and still getting the same answer, that's how you know this is the associative property. The next property is the commutative property. If you change the order of the numbers in a multiplication or addition problem, you will still get the same answer. So if I give you A times B, it's going to equal C. But B times A is also C. If I were to put numbers with this, for example, 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 3 is also 6. That's the commutative property. The distributive property. You all know this one very well, so I'm just going to touch it briefly. When you have a number next to a set of parentheses, you must distribute that to all components. So it would be A times B, which is here, plus A times C, which is over there. The additive inverse is a number that when added to the original number yields 0. So if I have A plus negative A, it's going to give me 0. If I substitute in 6 plus negative 6, it is still going to equal 0. If we look at this from the multiplication side, we have our multiplicative inverse, or that fancy-dancy word I like to use. Another word for multiplicative inverse is reciprocal. So I have A times 1 over A is equal to 1. 4 times 1/4 is equal to 1. Because we multiply our numerators and multiply our denominators, we end up with 4 over 4, which equals 1. The property of equality is the property that states that if you do something to both sides of an equation, then the sides will remain equal. So we use this when we're going through equations. 4x plus 12 is equal to 16. I want to subtract 12 from both sides. Doing it to both sides is the subtraction property of equality. Same thing with division. Reflexive property. A is equal to A. 6 is equal to 6. 2 plus A is equal to 2 plus A. The moon is equal to the moon. I am equal to me. And so on. Symmetric property is one of the equivalence properties of equality. If A equals B, then B equals A. Transitive property. If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, well, we know that A is equal to C because B is equal to both A and C.